What's going on, guys? We're going to be discussing another movie review today. Today, we're going to be reviewing the 2009's A Christmas Carol, starring, of course, Jim Carrey. Now, again, I remember seeing this movie in theaters with some friends of mine, and I thought this was going to be just amazing. I was like, okay, it's got Jim Carrey in it. Let's check it out. But it's the same story over and over and over again. So if you guys know about the Christmas story, I'm not going to go too much into it. This is just another version of it. This is basically just different actors playing as these characters. Scrooge being the mean old grumpy man that, he had a hard life growing up. He fell in love. He let her go. He gained a lot of money. He gets visited by the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. And he goes through this entire journey of being shown what was back then to the present and then what possibly could be the future, with him dying a lonely old man that just wants to be buried with his money, but it doesn't happen because, again, he can't take his money with him. So, again, guys, that's just a quick recap of not really just the movie, but just the story of as Ebenezer Scrooge. Again, if you guys enjoy this version of the Christmas Carol, this is fine. It does get dark. It does get gritty. It does get some comedy in here, some drama. Everything normally that the Christmas Carol has, depending on what version you watch. This, I believe, it should be a Disney version, which I do from, I believe it is, but I'm just not the biggest fan of this version. I'm not. Like I said at one point, the best two versions in my opinion is the Daffy Duck Scrooge and the actual Scrooge McDuck playing as Ebenezer Scrooge. Those are just the best versions in my opinion, because those are the main ones I really saw and I enjoyed, and it brings me a lot of joy, a lot of laughter. But again, this is not a bad film. I'm not saying it's a bad film. I'm not saying it's a magnificent film, but Jim Carrey does a good job. I mean, it's Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey knocks it out of the park for so many different, characters that he's played, and he's able to bring not only joy from this character, but being creepy, being dramatic, being, very mean, very irritating, very generous, all the things that Ebenezer Scrooge can be. And I think he did a good job. And especially seeing Gary Oldman play as Marley, and then, of course, we got Colin Firth playing as Fred. We have who else is in this film? Because again, it's been a long time since I've seen this film. I'm not sure who else is in this film. We got Bob Hoskins as the old Joe. We got who else is in here? That's the only ones that really I personally recognize. But overall, have you guys seen this film? If you have, let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments. Again, this is an older film, came out in 2009, so it's up there for animation status. It's been out for quite a few years, and again, if you know the story of the Christmas Carol, then again, there's no spoilers. There's really no spoilers for this film. It's been out as a book. There's been several movies of this film. There's been animation form. There's been a cartoon form. There's been live action. There's been plays. I've seen almost every version of the Christmas Carol known to man. I've seen plays for it when I was a kid. I've seen movies for it. I've seen the animation form. I've seen the cartoon form, the live action form. I've seen so many forms, and it just, it doesn't end. It really doesn't. It doesn't end. But if you guys have never seen A Christmas Carol starring Jim Carrey, in the 2009 version, let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, I'm seeing you on the very next one.